Hello everyone, Dan here from the Next Issue Podcast. On today's video, I'll be doing a review for Andor Season 2, Episode 2, Sagrona Tima. This is, of course, the second episode in the first batch of three. So we got three episodes for the premiere. We already have a review for the first episode in the channel, so make sure to go check that out. I will be going into full spoilers. Um, there's really not a lot for me to talk about spoiler free that I haven't already said in the first episode. The show looks great. I think the story is very interesting. We're following three different very contrasting stories, very important characters. We do get to see a little bit more. We get to see some more characters, including Kyle Solar as Cyril in this one. Um, and of course we continue to follow Deidre's story. So this is a lot of fun. I am really loving the show. This is one of my favorite Star Wars properties. I've mentioned in the reviews before that Rogue One is my favorite Star Wars movie overall. So I'm very primed for this. So let's talk about Andor season 2 episode 2. So we begin with there's this band of rebels that has taken Cassian hostage pretty much because he landed. Porco wasn't there. Porco was. I don't know if they killed him or they just ran him off, but either way, Porco is no longer at that location. He was supposed to take the ship, so Cassian could finally return back to the other planet where Bix is waiting for him. Although they are in kind of hot water too with all the Imperial inspections going on. So these rebels, they decided to in their fight for leadership kill Rika, who was their only experienced pilot other than Cassian. So now that she's dead, they've split up into two groups. One of them has taken over the new ship. One of them has taken over the old ship that has all. It was Cassian's old ship that he was supposed to use to get out of there, and they have all the supplies, so they're kind of at a standstill. There's one really interesting scene where they're kind of looking for the other one, like trying to scope out the other group, and they found pieces of Rika's body. So this means that there is some kind of wild animal or a beast or something that's killing. Like it can eat the remains. So we also get a scene with Deidre, who is the Imperial officer who's been brought in to look at this Gogoram situation, right? She doesn't want the job. She doesn't think that this is something that she wants to do or get involved with, especially after everything that happened with Ferrix. Next, we have the inspection by the Empire continuing on Bix's planet, on where Bix is located right now. They're waiting for Andor. They're waiting for Cassian, so obviously they just can't up and leave. Uh, we also see Cyril, who is one of the. Cyril works at the facility where it's kind of like an office for the Empire, like a headquarters office where they really have a lot of people just looking at stuff and doing things. It's really interesting to see like this corporate side of the Empire, right? Like, I mean, because it's just regular people working there. Like, I could have ended up working at an Empire office, uh, you know, if I was in Star Wars. So we check in with him. Now we do see that I didn't realize, or maybe I don't remember. Cyril and Deidre are together in some kind of fashion. I'm not clear on the relationship. I really don't remember from season one. So if you have more light on that, leave a comment. The Imperials do show up. One of them hits on Bix, and it's just like, well, it's really gross to watch because like obviously these guys have all the upper hand, the power, and she just has to kind of play along with it. But she's very good at Adrian Arjona is just fantastic in this role. Um, we then get to see the day two of the wedding, where we see Tay and Mon Mothma. So Tay is the guy who helped her kind of resolve her financial issues that she had because the Empire was doing audits on their accounts. But I think now that Tay's in a little bit of financial trouble after splitting up with his wife, he may want to extort some money out of that. Now, Luthen is also made aware of this. I think I think Tay's no. I don't think Tay's going to be around for long because he's going to become a problem, or he could become a problem, not just for Mon Mothma, but also for the rebels and their role in the rebellion, of course. We do have the shopkeeper, and I don't remember her name, but she does get back to the shop so she can maybe get a little bit of signals or maybe trying to get some more information on Castian's whereabouts. Obviously, they don't know that he's been captured. Uh, but then we get to the culmination, and this was probably a shorter episode. I would clock it around maybe 35, close to 40 minutes at the max. Um, this group of rebels that are have Cassian captured. They go into, I guess they have some kind of ritual, maybe to retrieve leadership in a peaceful manner, to pick who their leader is going to be. It feels, I wrote on my notes like they're about to Rochambeau for leadership. Cassian, of course, uses this time to get away. He finds a gun that he had stashed in the ship. He doesn't kill the guy. He just he grabs his radio, he ties him up, and starts heading towards the ship. And he ends up leaving. So this is where the story leaves off for this episode. Obviously, Cassian using the distraction of everything that was happening, using the distraction of those beasts that were roaming around, that had attacked the group previously, and using their own inexperience against them. But I I hope Cassian doesn't leave them there stranded. Obviously, these are not bad people; they're just misguided and dumb, really. So maybe he'll send somebody to help him get back, because he knew of May. He knew of their leader. He just doesn't know exactly who they are. He knows their group. He just obviously doesn't know them individually. But now they are stranded, and they may not survive. They don't have supplies. They don't have food. We'll see. I don't know if this is gonna even come back in the next episode. But yeah, this was a pretty streamlined one. Once again, the comparisons between Mon Mothma and all the stuff that's happening over there, with the way she helps the rebellion while still maintaining this facade of like this. She is a rich person in the empire. Or and she's a senator. She's a rich person in the galaxy. So her way of helping is very different, especially because she cannot be found out by the empire, because they will very quickly take everything away from her. And then, of course, we have Bix and that group of people that are under the threat of this inspection. And then finally, Cassian, at least he gets away. So I'm excited to see where we go in the third episode. This will conclude that first year, and then we'll hop time again. So I like that we're going to be kind of wrapping things up. I'm very interested to see how much progress they make on the expansion of that Gorman planet with the spiders, because I feel like that's going to be a central plot point across these years, right? The destruction of that peaceful, beautiful, thriving place by the Empire. So let me know what you thought about this episode down in the comments. Stay tuned. We'll have another video for the third episode. So hopefully I can keep up this cadence of just doing one video for each episode. And as always, thank you for watching. Remember to share, like, subscribe, hit the bell so you know when we go live. That is most Saturdays, 10 a.m. Central Standard Times. And stay tuned, because we have more comic reviews, trailer reactions, TV recaps, all that fun stuff in the channel. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye-bye.